Okay, today we're going to be going through a quick guide and installation guide of Teamspeak on Windows XP 32-bit. As I say, this is a basic guide, so if you do have any questions, please head over to our forum, www.airportwars.com, or question us in the actual Teamspeak server if you get that far. Alright, so we're just going to start by heading over to Google, over an Internet Explorer. Once we're at Google, we're going to type into the search bar Teamspeak as one word. Just as a note, my internet was running extremely slow today, so I can only apologise for it being this slow. But I'm sure we'll get through it. Alright, so you can see I could type in there Teamspeak. Alright, so once I'm there, click on the first result. And for those of you who don't know what Teamspeak is, it's a program that allows you to use your mic to communicate with people. You can also chat on there as well, but it's very useful and easier for most people to deal with. Mics only cost a couple of quid, or a couple of dollars, or wherever you're from. So yeah, I haven't got much excuse. Alright, so there's the page, it's loaded up. We should head over to the downloads page. We want the 32-bit client. If you do have another operating system, or you do have other settings that you know of, click the one relevant to you. If you don't, just click the one at the top, the Windows 32-bit one just highlighted there. They have made a version for the iPhone and Android and the iPad and such. So if you do have like wireless on your phone and you want to use that instead, you can go ahead and install it and use that instead, which is awesome. Here's the terms and conditions. I've read this before, but you need to go through and read all this, obviously, and click submit. Once you click submit, as it says, it takes time to load. It will offer to give you a file. This is the installation file. You need to save this particular area. I'm going to save it on the desktop. Wait for the screen to catch up with my voice. There we go. If I'm speaking too fast or you can't understand me, it's not to worry. The full guide will be on the forum. The link will be in the description for the forum, all the websites I go on, plus the download link, and I say the full guide. So if I am speaking too fast or not quite clear, you can also question me there and question me in the comments as well if you need any help. Alright, so there's the file. Click save. For this particular video, I'm going to save it on the desktop, but make sure you know where you're saving it, so you need to get it later. Alright. So it's just downloading. So it's not a very big file, it's 28 megabytes, so I'm sure it'll only take a couple of minutes to download for you. It only took, what, about 15-20 seconds for me. I can't do once I'm counting, once I'm looking. But there's the file, so we're going to just close that. There's the file right there on the desktop, you can see it. Dragged it to the middle there. So we're just going to run that program. It's going to go through the installation process. Most of the settings in this installation process you don't have to worry about their customization. So if you're not sure, just click next on them. We'll walk through them right now. So say next, 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 next. And there we go. So it's running through the installation process. As I say, if you've got custom settings, you set them there. If not, just leave it and hit next. They're the default settings. That's what I use. That's pretty much what everyone uses. So it's just going to install. So that was nice and quick. So it wasn't too difficult. Alright. So now it's installed. It's given us a shortcut on the desktop. Also be in my programs, but we're going to click on the one on the desktop. right there. And as it's running for the first time, it's going to go through the setup wizard for your mic and some settings. So we're going to walk through that now. With your mic, if you give yourself a nickname, the one in game preferably, or another nickname if you got one. You must set push to talk out politeness for others. Just set that. I might set mine to shift, but you can set yours to whatever one you want. Just make sure it works here. This means every time you press that button, the mic turns on and you speak. It's a lot easier for everyone else. I left that one blank and I've just clicked next on them. Leave all these settings as they're default. If you've got preferences, stick them in. If not, just leave it blank and hit next. There we go. So we just don't need those two things. We're going to tick them right there. Here we go. Finish. Alright, so here it is. So now we've got the mic set up. Now it's working. We know it's working. We need to add our server, the Essentia Gaming server. So we're just going to give that a name. AirportWars. There we go. And then we're going to type the address. Now the address is key. It's going to be in the description. If it changes, it's going to be in the description. Right now it's essentiagaming.com. So it might have changed, to check the description. Here we go. Alright, so now we've added it to our bookmarks. We're going to connect to the server. So it's going to say, it's going to try and connect to it. And there we go, there's a server. The other people on the channel, you can see quite clearly their names. You can go and talk to them. Press your push to talk key and talk. They'll respond, blah, blah, blah. Not too difficult. You've got the AFK channels there. Say if you're listening to music or you're doing something else, you can just go into the AFK channel and no one can disturb you. No one can talk in there. It's going to be nice and silent. You can do whatever you're going on and still be on Teamspeak. Say you're closing the program. There we go. Also, if you have any problems with your settings or something messes up, you can go into your capture settings and playback settings right there, and you can re-edit them and make sure they're all working correctly. That pretty much concludes this quick tutorial. If you do have any questions, please comment or go on the forum. So the forum link will be in the description, www.airportwars.com. Thank you for watching. Please rate and subscribe and comment. See you next time.